Now we move on. Families of Israeli hostages held in Gaza have called for an immediate end to the ongoing conflict, describing it as an essential step to prevent irreversible harm to their loved ones. The Hostages and Missing Families Forum urged Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to initiate swift and effective negotiations aimed at securing the safe return of all hostages. This appeal comes amid continued Israeli bombardment of Gaza, despite US President Donald Trump's call to halt the war. Meanwhile, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen has welcomed Hamas's positive response to President Trump's peace proposal. Calling it encouraging, she has said that on social media that halting the war in Gaza is now within reach, emphasizing that an immediate ceasefire and the release of all hostages must be seized as a critical opportunity. Now for this discussion, we're joined by Ali Muhammad Abushbak. He's an independent Palestinian researcher, joins us live from Cairo. Thank you very much, Ali, for joining us. Very good to see you. Now, Ali, what more can you tell us about this situation? What are the key points which have been agreed, which have not been agreed, and what is going to happen now?
Thank you so much for having me. It's a good day that Hamas response was positive about the Donald Trump plan. The thing is, Hamas response, it's a bit not clear up to now. Hamas has been accepted to release the hostages, accepted about dealing with technocrat and handover of Gaza. So the thing is now about the significant point about Hamas weapon, about lying down the weapon in Gaza, and also the future of self-determination in Palestine, especially in Gaza. So the thing is, up to now, it's not clear, and they are going to negotiate the significant point between Israel delegation. News reported that there is a delegation going to Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt rather than the delegation, Israeli delegation, going to the Doha, Qatar, after the tension between Israel and Qatar after the Israel's bombardment, the Hamas delegation in Qatar. So also the Israel's media news list, they are not optimistic about the position of Donald Trump after Hamas acceptance, and they consider it as putting Israel in the hard place, while Hamas is not confirming about lying down its weapon. So also, the Israelis community, optimist, and Palestinian community from Gaza, the desperate civilians, optimist a lot. But up to now, also during according to the Donald Trump plan, there is a no ensure about the Israelis withdraw from Palestinian land or Gazans. From Gaza City or Gaza Strip. They are going to negotiate about the plan of Israel to withdraw from Gaza. Today morning, Israel have been targeting civilians. They are, after receiving this news, and the ceasefire is going to be applied very soon. They went back to Gaza City, but Israel unfortunately targeted them and left several of civilians have been killed and injured. Also, Usuma, the international community have welcomed Hamas response as a significant point to reach to ceasefire. Israelis news media, they are confirming Israel is starting to registering and counting the Palestinian prisoner, and they are going to make a list about the Palestinian prisoners who they will going to release. In my opinion, there is still several of things and gap between Hamas and Israel with this regard, and I'm not sure. Maybe there is no any guarantee about after releasing the hostages, the whole hostages from Gaza. Around 48 hostages, among of them alive and remain body. Is this plan and the Hamas response going to apply the ceasefire in Gaza or no? There is no guarantee. We have witnessed in mid of January 2024 up to March 2024, Israel have been suddenly resumed the war without any warning and without any violation of war. Of the deal with Israel, and they are holding the negotiation after no one knows why Israel resumed the war. We have a several of example about the guarantee with regard this kind of situation. Also, last time the American administration was negotiating with the Iranian regime, and while Israel bombardment the Iranian nuclear power. Also with regard Hezbollah is still, despite there is a ceasefire with Hezbollah, but Israel is still continuously bombardment South Lebanon up to now. Even yesterday, was a bombardment in Lebanon. So the situation is, in my opinion, a bit complicated, despite the positive atmosphere among the Palestinian and the Israeli and the expert. But in my opinion, there is still a huge gap between Israel and Hamas, as well as the international community. Also, here is the significant point about the applying and carrying out this plan, and there is still doubt about who's ruling Gaza. This is about the future of self-determination for Palestinian. Hamas was saying about Palestinian has a right to self-determinate themselves, while Benjamin Netanyahu said, I will not let the Palestinian to establish their statehood. Yes. So this is a huge hurdles between both of them. And also the significant point is not explained by Hamas about the laying down their weapon and about Israeli security. Here there is there is a no rule for Palestinian Authority or a PLO, Palestinian Liberalization Organization, as a significant bodies to represent the Palestinians. That's mean. Yes. We are going to, through fragmentation and separation from West Bank, and there is another body for Palestinian statehood, Gaza and West Bank separated officially, or what? Yes. I guess the Palestinian function also, all the Palestinian party have been welcomed Hamas response. Hamas has a no doubt for this response, or has no choice for this response. Should be accepted after the worldwide of welcoming this plan. So also Donald Trump yesterday, he called for immediate ceasefire and held that Israelis bombardment in Gaza Strip, but up to now Israel is continuous bombardment Gaza City and several of places and regime in Gaza Strip. Also.
Yes. Thank you, Ali, for sharing that. Please stay with us now. We stay on this topic. Palestinians have expressed hope and relief following U.S. President Donald Trump's call for a halt to the ongoing bombing campaign. President Trump announced that Hamas has shown willingness to negotiate peace, agreeing to release hostages and accept several terms outlined in the U.S. plan aimed at ending this conflict. Let's listen into what some Palestinians have said.
رغم انها خطه يعني جائره على الشعب الفلسطيني وعلى المقاومه في غزه، الا انه يعني احنا الهدف الوحيد ان نخفف عن المدنيين. يعني الآلة العسكرية الإسرائيلية لها أكثر يعني من سنتين وبتضرب في المدنيين. عارف كيف؟ الصحافة الإسرائيلية بتقول انقلب يعني السعر على السعر، انقلبت الطاولة على الإسرائيليين. أهم شيء أول شيء وقف القتال، وقف مثل ما طلب ترامب، وقف العمليات العسكرية الجوية، وقف القتال يعني، وبعديها التفاوض، وبصير خير يعني بعديها إن شاء الله يخلق الله ما لا تعلمون. إن شاء الله يعني أهم شيء وقف القتال.
أول إشي الله يرفع هالبلاء عن أهل غزة. أهل غزة يعني من المستضعفين في الأرض، وأي بصيص أمل لهالشعب المكلوم هذا نصر. هذا نصر يا راجل، هذا نصر رغم الجراح والآلام. هذا نصر إلهم يعني للشعب الغزاوي المكلوم. هو يعني الواحد بلا مؤاخذة لما يشوف اولاده وعيلته كلها تروح بيوم واحد، والله انه هذا الشيء صعب.
Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office has confirmed the preparations for the immediate implementation of the initial phase of this plan, focusing on the release of Israeli hostages. Now, if we go back to our guest discussion with Ali Muhammad Abushbak, he's an independent Palestinian researcher, joins us live from Cairo. Thank you very much, Ali, for staying with us. Now, looking at all this, also yesterday we saw that Smooth flotilla was all intercepted by Israel. What do you think? What key objectives did global Smooth flotilla was able to achieve, and what were they? What could they not achieve? What do you think?
Some of the things is about the flotilla. I mean, it has a symbolic message for Palestinian, either it's reach or no. It has just only message that the public opinion, they are supporting Palestine and supporting the desperate civilians. And we have seen a huge protest that taking to the street in Western country yesterday, and the outrage of the protester to support the flotilla, Samud flotilla, and to support the activists, and condemn the Israelis' response or reaction with regard these activists, the unarmed activists. So the things is here also about the flotilla and about the international support of Palestinians' struggle and Palestinian revolution, resistance against the occupation. Now it's a huge phenomena, and this is a new phenomena that has been not presented for a long time, that Palestinians' revolution, it's become a global and become as an issue, as a significant issue for everyone has a conscience in front, I mean, entire this world. I guess now Israel's reputation among the, in front, with the Israelis' reputation in the public opinion, world public opinion, global public opinion have been
And
damaged after the Israelis'
yes. Ali,
brutal response against the flotilla and against the civilians, disarmed civilians, activists who's going to, delivery food and delivery medicine for civilians in Gaza. In my opinion, now Israel in hard place in front of all the international community, worldwide. So the thing is now Israel in top exam about applying this or no. But in what I believe, Israel has no audacity, so it doesn't care about the reputation, doesn't care about the rule and the morale of international community, about the human rights, about nothing. We have seen the real brutal of Israel with regard the civilians in Gaza, with regard the activists, the flotilla, not only Samud, all the activists entire the world who try and attempt to reach Gaza. We have seen how Israel attack Iran, Lebanon, Syria, and also Qatar nowadays and last time. So the thing is here about wellness,
yes.
And we are talking about Hamas wellness. Hamas have been shown its flexibility with regard the hostages case. We have seen the Al-Iskander, the American-Israeli soldier, when they are releasing him without to show their willingness for a ceasefire or for a deal or a negotiation with Israel. But also yes. The American administration, they didn't hold and they didn't take this action from Hamas as a serious, and they didn't let or any humanitarian aid to enter to Gaza after releasing the Al-Iskander from Hamas sides.
Yes, with that I would like to thank Ali Muhammad Abushbak for always joining us and sharing that insight.